going back again to the Women's Aid. It's already been raised by two deputies, and we couldn't raise it given the damning figures, an 18% increase from last year in the disclosures and the highest ever on record. And indeed, Women's Aid are now 50 years on the ground. I would have hoped that they would be redundant by this point and we wouldn't need them anymore. And instead of that, we're in the position where it's got worse. And what I want to focus in on today is back in 1996-97, there was a task force. And forward on from that, we had many strategies and green papers. But that task force back in 97, when it published, and since then 265 women have been murdered by someone close to them. But that task force identified a number of recommendations. One of the ones that jumped out at me was prevention and help for the perpetrator, or education for the perpetrator. That has never been dealt with in any of the papers following from then. So you might just respond to that.
Taoiseach?
Oh, the first thing I'll do is familiarise myself with that task force report, because I appreciate a lot of work has been done since then. But let me familiarise myself with that. But we do need to come at this from all angles. There's of course a criminal justice element to this, and I think there's been a lot of good legislation, I believe, passed through these houses in relation to that. The establishment of the agency is important too, but so too is the education and cultural piece. I have significant concerns, for example, about how young men in particular are seeing things on social media, and indeed are being miseducated in terms of what a healthy sexual relationship is and the likes too. But specifically in relation to the recommendations on prevention and help, let me come back to you on it, and I'll ask the Minister McEntee and myself to take a specific look at the recommendation from 97.